Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to safely and properly use the circular saw. Safely and properly use the circular saw. First thing you're going to want to do on the circular saw, before you make any adjustments or check anything, of course, the one thing you're going to want to do is unplug it. If you make any adjustments to it or check it for anything, it needs to be unplugged, okay? If you're going to go cut a board, you don't need the saw blade set really deep. You can see how deep this one's set. Long ways past the material. You don't need it like that. You want to set it just deep enough to make the cut. What I like to do is unlock it, set it on the material I'm cutting, pick it up where it's just slightly below the material you want to cut, and then lock it in place. It's a really good way, okay? Just pull your blade guard up, set it over there and check it. Should be good to go. Okay. To make a cut on a board, of course, everything we're going to do, we want to make it square and true, okay? So, let's set my saw down. You want to mark your board just like this. Get a good square line. If we don't have a square line to follow, our cut won't be square. Okay. Then we plug our saw in. I've already checked my depth. It's good. I'm ready to make my cut. I want to get my blade lined up. You can see kind of. I'm going to line my blade up with my line where I want to cut it. Get squared up. I'm not going to cut an angle, so I don't want to be at an angle. I want square with my line. Once I get it lined up, I'm going to back away a little bit so my blade's not touching the material. And then when I'm ready, I'll make the cut. Notice when I'm making a cut, where I'm looking at, I'm watching the blade. That blade is my guide. That's what I want to watch and make it follow the line. These lines and stuff up here, don't pay no mind to them. Okay? Watch your blade, and just a simple twist of the wrist will guide your saw blade where you want it to stay on line. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you another trick how to make an even more accurate cut. Let's say I'm going to cut a line here now. Following that line can be somewhat tricky. In this case, what I'm going to do is get lined up just like I would normally. Okay? Then, using my speed square, I'm going to put it over here, right next to the base of my saw, get lined up, and then hold the square on the piece of material, and use it as a guide for the edge of my base of my saw to follow. That'll be a perfect cut every time. Okay? Let's say you want to cut a long board. Okay? And you need a couple sawhorses to hold it up. One ain't long enough. Okay? Let's say this one. Okay. See, I got it across my two sawhorses, right? The one thing I don't want to do is cut the material between two supports. When I go to cut this and it's between these two, what's going to happen is gravity's going to force it down like this. What that'll essentially do is pinch the blade, and you're going to get kickback on your saw. It's dangerous. So you always want one end to fall away freely. Okay? You want to just cut to where that piece can fall away and it won't pinch that way. Okay? If you don't feel comfortable holding it like I do, you certainly can clamp your material. Okay? Clamp the material down to your sawhorse, what you're doing, and then you have both hands to hold the saw. It's actually a little safer. Okay? To make your cut, make sure that your blade has reached maximum speed. You don't want to just start it and bury it into the wood. You want it to reach full RPMs before you begin to cut. Once you've finished your cut, the most important thing is make sure this is the blade guard. That protects you from getting cut and cutting other things. This should retract like that, nice and quick. As soon as you're done making a cut, you want to look and make sure that that's retracted. If it isn't, when I go to set the saw down, the blade's still coasting, I can cut my toe, cut a cord. It's just not a good thing. So make sure that blade works. In fact, you should probably check that before you even begin using the saw. Make sure that everything's working properly.